All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Jfam. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If not, maybe this video will make it better. But we're going to be talking about the 5 long-range meta weapons that I think everybody should be using in Apex Legends. I am a huge gaming nerd when it comes to things like Apex Legends or other games that I'm into. I like to know the best stuff, so I go and see what the pros are using or the top streamers are using on Twitch, and then I compile all this data, and I just use these weapons and find out if they're good. So once again, in my opinion, these are the 5 guns I see most commonly, and I consider them meta weapons. So let's hop into the video right now. All right, and for the first gun we have for the top 5 guns I recommend using in Apex Legends, we have the trusty Flatline. This thing runs off of heavy ammo here. I'm maxed out on ammo, and I personally will show you I like this 3x sight. The only reason I like this 3x sight and the longer range sight, I will use this as my primary weapon, is because the recoil on the Flatline is very, very predictable. I mean, it's really easy to control. It's really flat. It's not all over the place. So I feel as if I put a 3x sight on this gun, that I can really just hit all my shots. Like, I feel like I can control my shots really easily. And up close, this thing is a monster as well. It's just got good hip fire, really, really predictable, once again, hip fire pattern. So Flatline is up there definitely as one of my favorite guns in Apex Season 10 to use. All right, and for the next weapon we have, number 2, is the R301. When I'm not running the Flatline, I will use this gun. The rate of fire on the R301 is absolutely just insane. It shoots so fast. Unlike the Flatline, though, I do not really go with the 3x. I'll go with the 2x sight. I feel as if I put the 3x on, the R301 does have a bit of a more wonky or just weird recoil pattern to learn at first, but the 2x sight kind of makes it easier for me to control personally. So I feel as if I put that 3x on, the recoil pattern just kind of gets crazy, and I really am just not a big fan of the 3x sight on the R301. But definitely give this gun a try as your primary gun. Put the 2x sight on, and you're just going to absolutely laser people out of the air. All right, and next up we have number 3, the Longbow. I love this gun in ranked specifically. I can't talk. We're just getting started here. I will not run anything under the 3x sight when it comes to this weapon. So I'll run the 2 to 4x, the 6x sniper scope, the 4 to 8. I really like all these scopes, but when it comes to like the 1 to 2x, the 2x, I won't run anything lower than the 3x. But I absolutely love this gun, like I mentioned, in ranked. I personally like this 6x scope right here. It's just amazing. And why I like it in ranked more specifically is because I can run this paired with, let's just say, a Prowler or an R99. And you can just get so many shield tags with this thing from so far away just to upgrade your shield, that it's just an amazing gun to be using. I personally would not run a shotgun with this gun because this gun struggles from anything outside of long to really, really long range. So like medium range with this kind of scope, I feel kind of screwed. So any type of shotgun in EVA 8 is not going to be well to pair with this. So I'd say maybe an R99 or even a, let's see here, a Prowler. So there's the Prowler. I'd run those 2 guns with this gun here. And for the 4th gun, we have the LStar. This gun is slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite guns to use in Apex. I did not know how good this was until I was watching some people play Arena and using this in Arena, and it is insane. I personally will either use the 2x sight, but if I can find a 3x sight, I will go with the 3x sight. And this thing is really, really underrated in my opinion. It is an absolute beast. It has really, really easy recoil to control, but also what is nice about this thing is that it basically, you don't have to reload it. It has a cooldown time that is really fast, but like up close with multiple people that you're fighting, you just feel so powerful. I mean, up close hip fire from range, it's really, really good. It feels like it hits so hard. The only downside of this gun, in my opinion, is that it feels like in ranked that it's very difficult to find. I feel like that it's tough to find unless you have a Loba that you're playing with. Then obviously it can be a lot easier to find. But if you're not running Loba, I feel like I come across this gun. It's not a it's not an easy gun to find, put it that way. So that's why it's down the list for me a little bit. But I absolutely love this gun. Slap a 2x sight on it or a 3x and give it a try. And for our final gun here, it is the G7 Scout. This thing is similar to the DMR. I don't really know which one is better. I think it's kind of a personal preference. I think, and I don't know the stats, but this might have a faster... Yes, it does, sorry. It has a faster rate of fire. So it could have pros, it could have cons. It's up to you guys personally what you're comfortable with. Once again, similar to the DMR, I will either run, and the problem with this gun, the only downside compared to the DMR is the longest scope you have is a 2 to 4x, as you can see here. It does not have a sniper scope with it. You cannot have a sniper scope. So I'll either run this 2 to 4x or I will run this 3x scope. But I hope to always find the 2 to 4x. So for me, when it comes to these types of weapons, just say the LStar, the Scout, the DMR, if I can't find the scope that I really, really like to use with these guns, I will not use them. And that is kind of the problem with using some of these weapons for me personally, like the Scout, is that it's really hard sometimes to find this 2 to 4x and even a 3x at times. But if you are running a Loba, it does make it a bit easier. So when it comes to Apex and these guns and attachment, it does have a lot to do with personal preference. But in my opinion, these are the 5 most dominant guns that I will see when watching streams, watching YouTube videos. I think these are really the guns that are going to put you over the edge and become a lot better as a player in Apex. So make sure you try these guns out. Maybe put the scopes on I suggested. Let me know what you think. And if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments section. What gun are you guys enjoying? What gun do you think is the best? All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully this video helped you out, and we'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.